Ready. Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio with Tom Hanks playing Geppetto. Let's see how this goes. No shit. I might talk a bit about how I feel about those two remakes after the trailer reaction, because it's not as, bad as you would think, and of course, Robert Zemeckis, Back to the Future, Forrest Gump, really like his work. Tom Hanks, one of my favorite actors.
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight.
Yep. So, of course, it's the wish that Geppetto makes that brings Pinocchio to life. That's how Jiminy Cricket looks. Let the crazy shit begin. Although, I don't know, are they going to save some of it for the movie itself? Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Keegan-Michael Key. I know who those are.
Streaming on Disney Plus.
Okay, actually, yeah, I actually kind of like that trailer, despite a few CG characters that kind of tripped me up. Okay, so what's going on, everybody? Blood Moon Bobby here. Hopefully, the audio mixing in this video is alright, because I just did a teaser trailer reaction of Robert Zemeckis' new Pinocchio remake. So yes, this is one of the upcoming Disney live-action remakes. So here we go again, because I know this is probably one of the most divisive subjects when it comes to the Disney movies themselves, when it comes to the live-action remakes. I'll explain how I feel about them. I don't think I'm nearly as negative as, a lot of people are, although I will say there are some remakes that drive me crazy more than others. So what is the Pinocchio, this Pinocchio remake about? Or maybe you haven't seen the animated Disney Pinocchio movie. Well, in case you need a refresher, here's what this trailer's description has to say. Quote, Academy Award winner Robert Zemeckis directs this live-action retelling of the beloved tale of a wooden puppet who embarks on a thrilling adventure to become a real boy. Tom Hanks stars as Geppetto, the woodcarver who builds and treats Pinocchio as if he were his own son. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Jiminy Cricket, who serves as Pinocchio's guide as well as his conscience. Academy Award nominees Cynthia Erivo, I hope I'm saying the name correctly, is the Blue Fairy. Keegan-Michael Key is Honest John. Academy Award nominee Lorraine Bracco is Sophia the Seagull, a new character, and Luke Evans is the coachman. Also in the cast are Kian Lamea, I hope I'm saying that right, as well as Fabiana and her marionette Sabina, Giuseppe Battiston as Senor Stromboli, and Lewin Lloyd as Lepwick, unquote. Yeah, so, it's funny, the trailer, the teaser, I should say, kind of gives a mere glimpse of what the movie is going to be like, and the look of the movie, and how the characters look, but I feel like even more could be said in terms of how I feel about this being a Disney live-action remake, as well as the people behind it. And I'll include my thoughts on Pinocchio as well, which is, of course, it should be very fitting since this is a trailer reaction for Pinocchio. Generally, how I feel about the Disney live-action remakes is kinda, I mean, I don't know. I mean, objectively speaking, I don't necessarily hate them all. I feel like I do, find maybe one or two good things about them that I like just fine. But I feel like my general consensus on the Disney live-action remakes is that they feel like they're unnecessary, and a lot of them don't necessarily hold a candle to the animated movies that they're based on. I think probably the one I like the most is Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella remake, because I really like what he and the actors did with Cinderella to turn it into a live action remake. So that one I actually think, I like pretty well. I think that Cinderella is one of the more liked Disney live action remakes. The rest of them are kind of a mixed bag to me. I mean, Lion King is all right, although I feel like because they go for a photorealistic style in that one, I don't even know if you could call that one a live action remake. I think that because they went with a photorealistic style, it kind of took away from a lot of the musical numbers. And then there's also Beauty and the Beast, which I don't hate, but I kind of feel like it has an inconsistent tone, and the songs have that kind of rushed play by the numbers kind of feel. I think the worst live action remake I've seen from Disney is really the Mulan remake, because that one felt very like spiritless and the acting was very stilted in that one. So that's the one live action remake that like I straight up don't like in any way. Like that one is by far my least favorite. But I generally have this kind of sort of like indifferent feeling. They don't feel necessary. I know why Disney still makes them, because since many of these Disney franchises are so famous, they want to make more money on them. When it comes to remakes like Pinocchio, especially since this is a movie that it comes from really really long ago. I believe Pinocchio is the second movie that the second Disney feature animation movie that was ever made. I kind of feel more comfortable when it comes to like the much older Disney movies, because I feel that it could bring this story to a new generation, although I imagine by now most younger parents have already shown their kids the animated Disney Pinocchio. But this one, unlike something like the Lion King remake, this is something that I could at least see being done, in live action form. Even though the title character Pinocchio is a puppet, I could still see it being, worked in a live action world with all especially with all the supporting characters like Geppetto, Stromboli, and all the rest of them. So it's at least a movie I could see, theoretically working in a live action world. And something that does give me some, more confidence in this movie is that I do like a lot of Robert Zemeckis' previous work. He is one of my favorite directors. I really like Back to the Future. Forrest Gump, especially since I used to be a cross-country runner, is really one of the most motivating movies that like I've been turning to lately. I also really like his version of Polar Express as well. Oddly enough, this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I think one of the more famous movies that he's made that I couldn't really get into was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is, interestingly also, technically a Disney franchise. I don't know. I had a really hard time following the story of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I couldn't get into it as much. But at the same time, I understand, it is a movie that lots and lots and lots of people really love. So if that's your jam, I really respect it. I can't blame you for, having a really good time with that movie. I still like doing the voice that, when they do the big twist at the end with Judge Doom, where he goes to where he does the voice where he's like, when he goes to Eddie saying, "When I killed your brother, I talk just like this." I like doing the voice. So yeah, so generally I do like Robert Zemeckis as a director. I mentioned before Tom Hanks is really one of my favorite actors. I really like how in many of the roles he really, really genuinely takes on the character in a way where I don't see an actor playing him. I really do see the character, like when Hanks plays characters like the FBI agent in Catch Me If You Can, or Victor Navorsky in The Terminal, or Forrest Gump, of course, since we're talking about Robert Zemeckis. So there is genuinely good talent. I know I've heard in the past that Zemeckis can be kind of hit and miss. Like I heard when he made that when he made his version of Roald Dahl's The Witches, it wasn't very well received. So I am keeping in mind that, I shouldn't just, go into this movie expecting it to be like, super, super excellent just because it has, Zemeckis' name attached. Like I'm very aware that even really good directors can have their slip-ups here and there. So I really hope that's not the case with Pinocchio. I hope that's at least decent. I don't like going into these trailer reactions, really ready to like trash a trailer. If there's things in it that make me worried, that's something that, I will bring up. I will say that I genuinely, like the tone of this trailer. It's really soothing. I really like hearing, When You Wish Upon a Star again. I'm wondering if they are going to bring back a lot of the musical numbers that were in the animated Pinocchio movie, which I very much would like to see, or if they're going to go the kind of instrumental route like what they did with Mulan. Which it's kind of tough to see because there's, a lot of it's really hard to imagine, like, a lot of the, like, singing scenes in, Pinocchio, without the songs. But, not saying, I don't want to hear songs. I'm just saying, if they want to go that route to try to differentiate the movie, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see if they're going to go with a, like, musical route with this version of Pinocchio. I think the only thing I don't really like about this trailer of Pinocchio is I feel like some of the character designs look really off, especially, I don't know, Jiminy Cricket in this like trailer just seems to have that very CG-ish look with the textures and just doesn't look very convincing, which that's one of the challenges with these live action remakes, especially when it comes to, I would say especially the animal like characters, because obviously they're in this kind of weird spot where they don't want to make Jiminy Cricket look like a realistic cricket, because that would just like go into a sort of like uncanny valley effect. But I don't know, he looks really off in this trailer. I'll see if I could pull up those like very brief scenes with Jiminy Cricket again. Yeah, I don't know. He looks like really kind of strange in this part of the trailer. I know there's a little bit where he comes back. I'll see if I could pull that up. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's just my biggest problem with this trailer is that some of the characters look really off. And I think it's really the kind of challenge with Jiminy Cricket, because they don't, I don't, like, I would be terrified if they did like a realistic, like, looking in Cricket, but to try to like put him in this live action world, he really seems kind of out of place. So I don't know, that's just one of the big challenges when it comes to, these live action remakes. Because the live action characters do look fine for the most part. I wonder if people are gonna have a lot to say about like how the puppets look, because I feel like Jiminy Cricket and the puppets are gonna be like some of the most challenging to display in this movie. Yeah, so that's just kind of my general thoughts on the Pinocchio trailer. Honest to God, I do like this trailer. I really like the atmosphere. I like hearing, When You Wish Upon a Star again. It really makes me curious how they're going to approach the musical numbers in this movie. And the other interesting thing about Pinocchio is that I kind of wonder if the animated Pinocchio is considered one of those nightmare fuel movies. The animated Pinocchio, it's one of those movies where I look back on it and I'm like, how the hell did this not scare the shit out of me when I was a little kid? Like, especially the scenes when the kids are turned into donkeys. And there's also like another scene, I forgot the character's name. It's this really creepy character who says the word boys, and he has these like really scary like colorful eyes. I'm just like, how did that not like scare me when I was a little kid? Was I just so like, when I was a little kid, the only thing that really like scared me in movies was like the sight of blood. Was I like so scared of blood that all that kind of stuff like it just wouldn't like freak me out when I was a little kid. I don't know. I still want to like check out this movie and see what Zemeckis and his team are gonna do with this version of Pinocchio. But I just kind of wanted to bring that up. I remember when I covered Chicken Run, to not to go off on tangents in this video, some people were telling me that the first Chicken Run really like scared them as a kid. So I thought I would just share my kind of like kind of nightmare fuel stories. So I'm really wondering where this is gonna go with Pinocchio. I do like the team behind it. I genuinely like this trailer. I just hope that it is one of the better Disney live action remakes. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the trailer for Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio? Are you interested in this movie? Leave all those thoughts down below, and until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos and ring the bell to be notified about my latest uploads. Don't forget to follow me on social media for my latest opinions and video updates. I hope to see you next time.